Good day, everyone. Welcome to our podcast. Today, we'll be discussing about life challenges, the experiences that have changed our mindset, help us grow, and taught us valuable lessons. I have my guest with me today.
Victor by name.
I'll be sharing thoughts on some important lessons life has taught us. So, let's begin with this. As you grow older, what is one major lesson life has taught you?
Well, very deep question. What life have taught me is that I should value who that I treat, maybe stranger or people that I've been friends with, including family. I should treat them with wisdom and make sure that the relationship I have with them, yeah. So the relationship with people is very, very important because at the end of the day, you have to do with people every day by day. Then the other thing that life have taught me is spirituality. Yeah, be close to God because because a lot of things are happening. So there are people that want your downfall, people that you have not even done anything to. It even goes as far as witchcraft. A lot of things is happening.
I hear your point.
Yeah. So life have taught me that I should be a spiritual person. I should be close to God. I mean, when 10 years ago, 5 years ago, I wasn't really that spiritual, even though I go to church. My father is a pastor. I come from a clergy home, but I'm not really that, I always feel like, okay, life is just, okay, since you can make money and just eat and do whatever. But these days, I've decided to be taking responsibility because of what my eyes have seen, when it comes to spirituality. So I feel like those are the two things that, I've learned that a lot of people out there, not everybody have that mental capacity.
Right.
Not everybody have the mental capacity to process dealings that you have with them. Some of them, whatever you say, even though it's not something to offend them, maybe you just tell them the truth. You take it as offense. And that offense might even cause a lot of things for you in the future. You as a person, maybe this person is now maybe your mother or your father or your brother. The person will take it as offense because of what you did to him. Meanwhile, what you were doing was right. So I've learned that even though I'm going to be telling you the truth, I'm going to say it in a way that it is something that's not going to maybe cause offense. And in as much that some people even don't really care with it, if it to offend them, because they understand the place of learning from pain, like from critique, from the spirituality part. Just of recent, I experienced where I stay. I experienced is where an animal will come to the back of my window and be giving all sort of funny sound. So, and one particular night it happened, and I kind of wanted to stand up to go to the back. What is happening? I want to check my window, but I don't know. I slept off. So the next day I was talking about it. What is crying? So I asked my neighbor, and the person was like, "Oh, fine. This thing is always disturbing the whole neighborhood." It happened to be a cat. Okay. So they were giving all sort of stories about it, that is maybe witchcraft, this and that. So from that point, I had to take it upon myself that I really need to pray about it. Yes, which I did, and that was the end of it. It didn't happen again. So a lot of things happen that you are not directly in the cause. It's not as if I've offended anybody or something, but it just happened. So those things have made me to believe that I need to be very close to God, because of a lot of things can cause your setback. I've heard stories where people did something to something, and someone, before you know, the person job stop, before you know, sickness, afflictions. The devil is, like the Bible says, the devil is a roaring lion looking for room to devour. So let me go to spiritual like that. Friend to me is someone like there's a saying that said, a friend in need is a friend indeed. So I believe that a friend to me is someone that have my back, that should be someone I can tell my secrets to, tell anything, maybe whatever I'm going through. A friend is someone that should always see the positive aspect of me, that wants me to grow, and all this is I'm demanding from a friend should be what I'm also offering to the friend. So it should be a mutual expectation. So a friend to me is someone that celebrates all my small wins, even both the big wins. That is honestly happy for my small wins and even the big wins. A friend that is always looking out for me, for my future. And a friend is someone that if he sees me going astray, is there to correct you. I don't want somebody that is afraid to talk to me. Even when they notice you are doing something bad. That's why you see back then, even when I was in university, like I have this particular roommate. Like even though if you are doing something bad, she doesn't care. She doesn't even care. Even though this particular thing will definitely harm you, she will tell you to your face. So it's not left for you to definitely change or not. So I get your point. So a friend is someone that is blunt about it. A friend is somebody that will want to Someone that actually have me in mind. A friend is someone that's going to treat me the same way he is going to treat himself. And I don't mean that a friend that is smoking will not be expecting me to smoke as well. No, no, no. Someone that is genuine, that a lover of God.
Oh God, yeah.
So going to places that is meaningful, and a friend is someone that our paths kind of aligned. It doesn't necessarily have to align anyway, but we should find a way to make it align. Something like that. Yeah.
Have you ever had an experience that taught you to be careful about the people you trust?
Yes, I've had an experience where I should be careful about the people I trust because seeing situation whereby I tell people things, maybe I'm kind of vulnerable to people I trust anyway. And at the end of the day, I happen to hear it from somebody else.
Somebody else.
Yes, or maybe I happen to hear somebody else telling me that, oh, this person is actually saying this about you. So definitely I need to be careful who I trust. It can be, we have seen situations in the internet whereby a friend can even come and bastard back from the back. So even the Bible, we should be careful who we trust as well. The only person we can trust is God. And even if we can't even trust ourselves in the person. So for a person that is left behind in life, the person should keep showing up. Keep showing up, right? That person have to be doing something. You just have to be doing something. You cannot say you're left behind and you sit down, you're doing nothing. That means you have accepted failure as the end, and failure is not the end except death. Death is when everything stops. But as long as you have life, as long as you have oxygen going through your nostrils, you should be doing something. It might not be something, it might be something small. From that small, you begin to, get bigger. And if you are doing something small, make sure that the next thing you're going to do is bigger than what you did. Yes, make sure it's bigger. Just make sure that it's bigger than what you did. And a lot of people that are fast in this life, they are fast to get to their grave. So, but you that you are doing it slow and steady, you still get there, just that it's slow and steady. Compare slow and steady to someone that's very, very fast to their grave. I feel like the slow and steady is going to win every single time. So, if you feel you are left behind, definitely just have to start doing something now. You have everything and to start doing something now. If you look around you, you will definitely see something work with. Yes. Yeah. And again, of course, always listen to people that God motivation pastors. Of course, you have a clergy person that you can follow. See one or two, so you can mentor there about it. If the reason why people feel less confident about themselves is because they don't have knowledge of the subject matter enough. Let's say, for example, now you are not confident about your body. That's because you don't have knowledge about what is important. Because if the confident one is the one that rely on what you have upstairs, and what, again, especially this is very important, and again, what you have to bring value to people. I feel like if people can look at it from that angle, what I want to bring value, I want to do something valuable. If you go to a place, what you want to do is valuable. Don't look at yourself that, oh, how am I going to feel? Oh, how is people going to see me? That is cocky. Am I dressed with this? No, but you are focused on the value that I want to provide. Look at Jesus Christ. He was always focused on what he wants to do. What am I doing? What am I giving out?
Sorry to say.
Not what I'm seeing in myself.
That's how I would advise people to go read this book called Leadership Secrets of Jesus Christ. Honestly, when I read this book, I really learned a lot of things. So I'm recommending that book to my country.
Okay.
Give your younger self one piece of advice. What would that be?
If I could give my younger self,
yes, one piece of advice.
One piece of advice, right?
What would that be?
If I give my, I think know how to deal with people. Number two, of course, the God factor, and number three should be get a skill that you are ready to commit for the next 10, 20, 30 years of your life and invest in it, because riches doesn't come overnight. It takes like 20 years to be wealthy. A lot of people want it to be 5 years, which is not.
We've come to our end of our question. Thank you for sharing your thoughts with us. Life is full of lessons, and every experience helps us become wiser and stronger.